Canada's top men's curling teams are in the hunt for the 2024 Montana's Brier, presented by AGI in the Brand Center in Regina. And tickets are on sale now for single draws, $24 to $70 depending on the draw and where your seat is. But all kids' tickets are $9.99. Get yours now at curling.ca/tickets. You can pick up your Scotties tickets there too. It's at the beautiful Winsport in Calgary. And joining us to talk about that and a variety of things is the great Shannon Kleibrink. Big fans here, part of our Curling Canada partnership. Shannon, welcome to the RP show. And as we get in this trail now, Saskatchewan provincials are on this week. What does that do for you as someone who's won 5 Alberta championships and an Olympic bronze? What emotions is it stirring up?
Oh, excitement for sure. Getting ready to sit in front of the TV for a few hours in the next couple of weekends here. Yeah, over the next 3 weekends, I guess, all of the provinces and territories will declare their rep for the Scotties, so exciting times.
Well, you know, we could jump right into this. Our good friend Alan Cameron with Curling Canada said to talk about the territorial competitions. And it lost me somewhere along the line. Can you explain this? For me, it was provincials to nationals. Boom. What's in between? What's the deal here?
Oh, no, I think he's just talking about the actual territories. So Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, fair enough. Well, and speaking of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because you've been in so many Scotties, I should ask you, what was your thought on the territories, Nunavut announcing that they will not be sending a rep to the Scotties this year? Because you are part of developing the game in Alberta, you must have some thoughts on that happening with Nunavut.
Yeah, it's really too bad that they don't have a rep that's able to come this year. They do have some development to do in that territory for a team to sort of be Scotties ready. And I know that they have an issue with a lot of their young people. You know, they develop them to a certain age and then they move away. So, you know, it is a difficult part of the Canada to get a really competitive team together in.
Well, for you, can you talk a little bit about your role with Curling Alberta? And, you know, that's part of your thing. Your duty now is growing the game across Wild Rose country. So we always knew you weren't going to be too far from it. What are you doing now with Curling Alberta?
I'm actually the director of Curling Center Development, so I work with the 188 clubs in Alberta, everything from grassroots curling and promoting youth programs and helping with their strategic plans and all of those things, the business of curling, really. Mm-hmm.
Wow. What do you love about that job?
Oh, you know, really all of it. Just to be able to work in the sport that's been my passion my whole life, to have this like last little part of my working career be in the sport is a gift. So I love going out to visit the clubs and helping them with their youth programs, and introducing new people to the sport almost every weekend. So yeah, it's a dream job, really.
Yeah, 5-time Alberta champion Shannon Kleibrink is with us. And if I was reading this, I would have thought it was a typo. Did you say 188 curling clubs in Alberta?
Yes, there's 188 members of Curling Alberta, and there's probably a handful of 20 to 25 that are smaller rinks that are not. So we have over 200 still up and running in the province.
Wow. So let me say, when did you look back at your career and say, to represent that province 5 times, is that the toughest province to get out of in your mind?
And, you know, I don't know if we can say that. You know, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan are all very tough every year as well. But it certainly felt tough when we were in the mix of it. And I'm on the warm side of the glass coaching Team Skrillex now. And they won actually last year to go to the Scotties for the first time. And they're wondering if it's going to be, 5 or 10 years before they can repeat. It's such a tough field here. So.
Yeah, you make a good point about those other provinces. But man, oh man, I mean, we all watched it, but. Tell me, what was the secret to the road to getting out, because of the competition was so stiff? For your teams in particular, 5 times to the National Scotties.
Oh, I think just having a passion for the game and practicing every day. So it takes a lot of time and commitment, a lot of days on the road. We were usually away back in those days when I was playing in 2017 and before. You were on the road 80 days of the year. The teams now are on more with all of the Grand Slams that they're participating in and lots of overseas competitions popping up, and a lot of them play mixed doubles too. A lot of them don't hold down full-time jobs anymore. They're just curlers.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable the way that the sport has grown, but also the demands on the competitors. But the road is to get to Win Sport in Calgary, the wonderful facility. And let's talk about the Scotties, because you're a vice chair for that. I understand the tickets are flying for that. I mean, Calgary loves its curling. Or is it not just Calgarians? What are you seeing there with people that are snapping up tickets for the Scotties?
It's both. It's Calgary, and I think people are traveling, and there's people from all over the country buying the tickets. We're not in sold out status yet, luckily, but we don't have the full event packages available any longer. Just single seats for the final weekend, and hopefully we get it to standing room by the end of. Well, we're 30 days out. We're officially 1 month out today.
Well, and you're just getting into the thick of, as we just said, of the provincial races. So again, that says something, that you sold so many tickets and they don't even know who the field is yet.
Right.
What do you think the secret is to that?
I think people are just ready for an in-person, really great curling event. And especially in this venue, the patch, the original 16 patch, is connected. So they can just watch the game, walk over and have some fun in the patch. It's just going to be a really great social outing for everyone, and it's easy to sell these tickets. Lots of great entertainment in that patch.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's funny, when Win Sport was being built, it's the home of Hockey Canada. Did you ever think that it would host such major curling events? I mean, maybe that was the plan all along, but I mean, the bubble was there for the Brier and the Scotty back in the day, and now they're back. Did you think that it would just fit so well for curling when that thing was being built?
Well, I was hoping, because I knew it had the twin arenas and it would be such a great venue for curling. And so they have hosted a Continental Cup there. There was a Pan Continental. And of course, you mentioned the bubble, where there were many events, and now the Scotties. So it really has become a great curling venue for us.
Yeah, well, and easy, and I think very easy to get in and out of Canada Olympic Park there to go as far as parking goes and all the rest. Curling.ca/tickets is the place to go for tickets. What's your best pitch if people haven't bought tickets and they're sitting on the fence, Shannon? Why should they here in the next 30 days?
Well, because if you don't, there won't be any. No, just really, honestly, if you want to be there for championship weekend, now is the time to buy your tickets. There are still some left, single seats being sold, but I can't guarantee that would be the case if you're a walk-up person. An opening weekend has some great matchups as well. We already know that Homan, Einerson, Jones will be there. So if not the ending weekend, then perhaps the beginning part is a good option as well. Some great seats available.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because the Brier has a few rinks already, teams confirmed for their event. And you're right, there are a few, and you know that they're going to be great for the Scotties. So curling.ca/tickets to get there. Is anything else you'd like to pass along, Shannon? And by the way, I've really enjoyed this interview. It's the first time I've ever had a chance to chat with you. But anything else we haven't covered yet that you'd like to get out?
No, I don't think so. I just hope to see everyone there. I'm hoping for standing room only at the end, and I know it's going to be a great atmosphere, and really looking forward to being a part of it.
It'll be fantastic, and with you involved, no doubt it'll be a success. Shannon, thank you. Appreciate it. Stay warm.
Thanks for having me.
Shannon Kleibrink from Curling Alberta joining us. 5-time provincial champion, Olympic bronze medalist, as part of a Hall of Fame career in the wonderful sport. What do they call it? The roaring game. Talking Scotties 2024.